Hey guys, before the video starts, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok.
And go follow and rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Also, make sure to subscribe. It doesn't take more than 10 seconds to subscribe. You do just hit that button. And if you're already subscribed, go tell your friends, your mom, your dad, your tia, your abuela to subscribe. Help us get 100 subscribers, and we'll release ACL's rap song. Enjoy the video or episode.
Woo! Woohoo! Hey guys, welcome back to Unrelated Minds.
Welcome back.
Today, we're going to be talking about, starting off with just some activities we want to do.
Yeah.
Now that winter is coming.
Yeah.
It snowed for a little bit and it was sunny today, but it's still cold. But so we're gonna be starting off with that, some activities we'd like to do this winter, and then we're gonna be getting into like space, parallel universes, deep thinking type of things, which will make us
stay awake at night
for Esri, and mentally how did I say it, like mentally hurt us or mentally challenge, no, how do I say it? I forgot the word, where we're just like tired of thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna be talking about like space, life in other planets, aliens, black holes, the movie Interstellar. So stay tuned for all of that. See you in a bit. Welcome back. I'm Acio.
I'm Esri.
And we're going to be starting off with some activities we want to do this coming winter.
It's
do you want to start off?
Winter, no? It feels like it.
I would say it's still fall.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would say it's still fall, but there's still a Christmassy vibe going on because all the lights are being put up.
Yeah.
And I love it. And and it looks nice. Like in downtown, like I would consider it still fall just because it's cold and leaves are still falling, and that's pretty much fall. But since no one cares about Thanksgiving, per se, to a degree,
yeah,
because Christmas, I guess, is better. They're starting to put up lights now. I guess makes sense because they wouldn't want to put it up later when it gets even colder.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So
there's that factor, which we don't even know is true. We're just saying. But anyways, activities. What do you want to do, Esri, this coming winter? What are some activities you'd like to do?
Ever since you told me about it, I want to try snowboarding.
You want to try snowboarding?
Yeah. It sounds fun.
All right.
You gonna take me or what?
I'm gonna take you.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
All right.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun, dude. It's so sick. Oh my goodness. Like everything about it, the drive up there, being there, eating there, hanging out. I guess learning is the bad part about everything. Once you're good, it's like you don't have to stress about anything. It's just going up there, riding, getting tired, and then the drive back down, dude. Once you're tired, it's dark, listening to music, you're just,
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. There's some songs that are just like deeply ingrained in my head that when I listen to them, I just feel like I'm on my way back down from the mountain. And you know some of them.
Yeah.
Here's some. Good Morning from Kanye West. I Wonder from Kanye West. A song from the Talking Heads. But yeah. But any other activities?
Besides that? No, not really.
Something you've never tried. Something you would like to try. It could be anything, not even activities. You can go eating at restaurants or ice skating.
Bistro?
A bistro. Oh yeah, we still have yet to go there.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little bit more money, so.
¿Te pregunté el dinero?
I don't even know how to respond to that.
No te preguntas si tenías dinero.
Pero no era. Okay. I just stated. All right. Anything.
No, like snowboarding. I've just been thinking about it. for
Oh,
a
yeah?
while. I just thought it'd be cool.
Okay.
But besides that, no, not really. I mean, I've been in places where there's snow before, so like I wouldn't say like build a snowman or stuff like that. I've done it. But yeah,
We should do a contest where we see who's the best at building a snowman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
All right.
Last year when it snowed though, it wasn't like cold enough to where it was like frozen.
Oh, okay.
Like you couldn't make it into a ball because
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
It was like fluffy.
Yeah.
Like it just.
yeah.
That's how it is the first snow time around. I guess I would say. But once it starts getting better, then yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
For me, I first want to go snowboarding. Of course, that'd be awesome. I'd like to go to like McCall to explore over there. Maybe snowboard over there. But like there's mountain biking, there's seeing the little city right there in McCall. Just doing activities like that, like outdoor activities, going to Twin Falls too, maybe like just going over there and hanging out. Just doing like outdoorsy stuff would be a lot of fun. And then also, let's see, ice skating. I've never done ice skating before.
You've never done ice skating?
I've never ice skated before in my life. And I've always wanted to, which is dumb. And I've never done it, which is, I mean, sounds unlike me, but let's see, what else? What else do I want to do this winter? I don't know, just like keep going out, like just
have fun,
dude. Like I want to have fun, like go out to eat at restaurants, like new places, try new things. Try new restaurants, hang out in downtown Boise, hang out in Meridian, like the village. You've been there, huh?
Yeah.
I'd like to just go and like walk around. Like I just like really chill stuff like that. Especially when you're like with a good group of people, then it's really fun.
Yeah.
By myself, like doing things by myself isn't the same. It's always funner with like a good group of people. Like canceling out the fact where I study, I go by myself because who wants to go study with me, you know? So I do that by myself and I don't complain. Like obviously I'm gonna go study, so I'm gonna go study.
Yeah.
But like I think hanging out with people has always been a big thing with me. So if I don't do it, I guess I start feeling like I'm not doing anything or like I don't know. But yeah, just those things.
Snowboarding, ice skating, hanging out, basically.
Yeah, hanging out, having fun, having a good time.
We're gonna be on break from
Oh
school,
yeah,
so
we're gonna be on break for quite a long time.
so we're gonna have time.
Like a month of break, dude.
Yeah.
Gosh,
I very much need that.
a lot of ideas to do.
Yeah.
And things to do and things to try.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, let's get into space. All right, first we're talking about. All right, Ezri. Oh, it's on there, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let me pull it up real quick. Give me a second.
By the way, I don't know if you guys can hear that noise, but we apologize. That is something we cannot control.
Yeah.
It's out of our hands.
It's because it's cold outside, so there needs to be a heater on.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start with this. Is there life out there in space? What do you think, Ezri?
I don't know what to think.
You don't know what to think?
No.
Say all the things you think.
I think there is. I think there is life out there. Simply because the fact that supposedly scientists have found like thousands of other worlds where the conditions are similar to Earth. So like who says that there can't be life on those planets, you know? Like if there's water, like liquid water on the surface, you know, that's a big thing. That's like mainly what the scientists look for when looking at other planets to inhabit.
Mhm.
which I find weird. You know, why this obsession with trying to find other planets where we could live on? You know,
Mhm.
like why are we trying to run away from Earth?
I guess I would say it's just. I don't even know what to say. No.
But you get me, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just something like that. But I do think there is life.
Okay.
And I don't know if I call it aliens, if I call it other civilizations of people. I don't
Mhm.
know. But
I get what you mean.
I do think there's life.
All right.
What about you?
I also think there is life. But okay, for this reason. So one time I saw this thing where it said there's more stars in the universe than there are grains of sand on Earth.
Dang.
And if you think about it, there's billions, I guess, millions or billions of stars just in this galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's billions of galaxies in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's billions of stars in just this universe,
Yeah.
and there's billions of stars in the next universe, that's only 2 right there. Gosh. So what are the odds that there's another world possibly exactly like this one,
Mm-hmm.
and there's life on there? Like, I'm not like obsessing over like there has to be life out there.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like
You just think it's
I
really
think-
possible.
I think it's possible for there to be life out there.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, it's just so big out there.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's crazy.
Mhm.
What if every world is another universe and we just think it's a planet? Because we have this idea that to go to another universe, you have to go through like some warp hole and like or teleport
We
there.
travel very, very far.
But it's just a matter of going to a different
planet.
thing. Yeah, that's another universe. I just thought about this. Don't even try. Don't even try to think it through. As I was talking, I was thinking about it. I was like, oh shit.
Because we've gone to Mars, no? Or there's like been a...
There's rovers
Rover,
on Mars.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be another universe.
I mean, we won't get into this, but like those people that say that they think it's all fake, that we've never been on the moon,
Oh, okay.
and that Mars isn't even not real, but like we've never been on Mars either, and they're not even on there. I think it's kind of crazy though that there's rovers on Mars.
Yeah.
On another planet.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy, dude.
It's very crazy. And like Mars is the one where there's like water, no? On the...
No, it's just red.
But there's like, they found frozen or something.
Maybe? I don't
think
know.
it's Mars where they said they found like... I don't know how to say it in English. Rastros, like evidence that there was water at some point on that planet.
Oh, okay. I feel like I've heard of that somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like, what if there was at one point life on Mars? Because you know, like, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but the sun is pulling us closer and closer. Because at some point the sun's gonna die, you know, and it's just gonna suck everything in.
Mm-hmm.
So, what if millions of years ago there was life on there, and just like as the Mars got pulled in closer and closer to the sun, like the living conditions
got worse based on what they're available on that planet.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause, I mean, in a way it does make sense, but in a way it doesn't, because that would mean that why are we alive if we're closer to the sun?
Yeah.
But that's why I said what they're available to on that planet, because maybe life on that planet just needed certain things.
Yeah.
'Cause what if they don't need oxygen? What if they need the whatever gas they have on that planet to survive?
Yeah.
But as they got pulled in closer, maybe those weren't available anymore because the conditions were getting worse and everything. So it's just completely died out over the millions of years.
Uh-huh.
And here we're good because we're able to survive on other things, and
Mhm.
things are able to survive on this planet, water, everything that we need,
Mhm.
it's able to flourish.
It's weird.
Mhm.
Do you think aliens exist though?
I think aliens exist. Hmm.
But not in the form of like those weird green creatures.
I don't think so.
Like just life in general out
Yeah.
of our universe you'd call aliens, no?
Yeah. I think a good way to, I guess, picture it is like Guardians of the, or like Marvel Universe, like Guardians
Yeah.
of the Galaxy, like just
Or-
people like that, you know,
Yeah.
like they're able to communicate. They're just different species of living organisms and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Yeah. So I told you before the podcast we started recording, but I was watching the interview of the podcast,
Oh.
the Full Sun podcast,
Mhm.
and they were interviewing Elon Musk,
Hmm.
right? He's all like, well, if there are aliens, I mean, that's scary. Because, like, at any point, they could probably, what if they're, like, more advanced than us and have the technology to come here to Earth? What if they've been observing us for a long time? They know everything about us. Maybe they're even infiltrated, is that the word?
Yeah.
In
I've heard things like that where they're
Yeah.
like living amongst us and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. And that's crazy to think that another universe, like we'd be doomed, you know? Essentially, if they want to take over, they can because they have the more advanced technology and all that. And if there isn't life anywhere, think about that, bro.
If there isn't life anywhere in the universe and
Yeah.
it's really just us,
Yeah.
it's just us in this whole universe.
And you know where there's a misconception in that same podcast?
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk talked about it. There's a misconception where we think the Earth is overpopulated.
And
But
it's not.
It's underpopulated.
I heard something like that before, that it's but it just doesn't make sense how it's
I
underpopulated.
know.
Because I also heard, don't quote me on this, maybe it's not even true, or I feel like it's just obvious that it is true, that there's more people on this earth right now than there's ever been.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
But I think what he said is that there's more people because people live longer now.
mm-hmm.
But not many people are being born. Like the rate, like if you compare the ratio,
Mm-hmm.
there's not enough people being born to replace those that are.
I guess that makes sense, because like, what if there's not enough people to take care of the business that's been already built? Like, there's a lot of things that make this country run, make the world run.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what if this next generation, there's not enough people to take care of those things
Mm-hmm.
because of how much it's grown, and now it's going down. Now there's not enough people taking care of these things. So it makes sense. It makes sense.
Because think about it. Here in this area, you go into a lot of stores or stuff like that, and they say, "Oh, we're understaffed."
Mm-hmm.
If supposedly there's like the most people there's ever been, why are they understaffed? You know,
Mhm.
shouldn't people be fighting for jobs or these types of positions if the earth is if the earth were overpopulated? Shouldn't be people be fighting over jobs because there's not enough jobs for everyone?
Yeah.
But no, you go and they say we're understaffed. So maybe there is like, this is the most people there's been on earth, but they're like, it's a mix of the older generations, you know, that are still
Mhm.
alive, and the new ones that are being born. Because if you look at it, even like the norm now amongst like our generation, all that, a lot of people don't want to get married or don't plan on having kids, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they just don't populate the earth, you know.
Yeah. When it used to be normal for our parents, at least my parent or my mom's parents,
Mhm.
to have like 8 kids.
Yeah, at a young age.
At
too.
a young age, and it wasn't like, I think a big thing is just thinking, like, especially this new generation, thinking like, oh my gosh, 8 kids, I would never do that.
Yeah,
Because we're already thinking like that's too much, so we're
Mhm.
already like setting ourselves like we're not gonna have that much kids.
Mhm.
3, 4 at the
Two.
most, 2. So, and then back then it was like, I want to have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And just whatever came out, dude.
But yeah, well, the point I'm trying to get is the Earth is underpopulated, and it's like decreasing each year. It's
Each
getting
year?
lower and lower. You
Oh,
know, like the
wow.
rate is getting lower and lower. So ultimately, what if it gets to the point where like humanity is like so low, the population is so low, and if we're the only thing alive, what's gonna happen to life? You know, there's nothing else out there to like.
Or right there, we'll just start making more kids again. No.
I don't know.
Like, hey guys, so like, let's have more kids.
But it's crazy, man. Like if we are the only thing living in the whole universe, and the universe is huge, that's just crazy to think about. You know how we always say we're like a speck compared to the
Oh
universe?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That little speck is the only thing alive in the whole universe. Like Horton hears a who?
Horton hears a who. Yeah.
That little thing on the we're that. What if we're
Yeah.
that's the only thing that's alive in the whole universe. That's scary, man. It's just weird to think about.
Yeah, it is. All right. So, all right, black holes.
Mm-hmm.
I brought up this. I told you to write this down because we're listening to that video and he said black holes, and I started thinking about it, and then I thought of Interstellar.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think I'm gonna start trying to explain black holes because I have no idea how to explain it. I'm not a astrophysicist. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
the guy in the wheelchair that passed away not too long ago. What's his name? Steve Harrington. No. The one that does the little computer thing.
Hawking?
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking, yeah.
Where I think his profession was literally black holes and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess black holes, to my level of understanding, is pretty much like, let's say something blew up, I guess you could say, and it just squeezed down extremely into like this super dense particle or super dense matter that it just created a rift, or like it altered space and time, I don't know, and it just created a black hole.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. I don't know. I just know it has something to do with like very dense matter, in that it just compressed a lot.
So what I heard is that it's like there's stars
Mm-hmm.
that are huge,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like when they die, like the mass as it starts getting smaller and smaller, like the mass is all like so packed up, you know, and there's particles, I think it's neutrons, that like they don't like to be together.
Mm-hmm.
So like as the stars like compressing and compressing, you know, all these particles are moving around rapidly trying to avoid each other,
Mm-hmm.
and this causes an explosion, and the explosion is big. It causes everything to like suck in, you know. That's why it's called a black hole, because it sucks it in, and there's no escape from it. It's like a gravitational pull, and it like compresses everything and everything, which is what makes it so dense, and you just get like sucked into it, and there's no escape from it. That's what I understand from it.
What I watched a video on this a long time ago, but what I heard that is that when stars are dying, they expand, they grow bigger, and then they explode. And then what I think is what happens is when they explode, they just go,
yeah,
they just compress extremely. Oh, so I guess it kind of makes sense what you're saying, but I don't know. But that's what I heard, that the stars grow, and then they become like super red giants, how they call them, or red giants, something like that. But our star is pretty small compared to red giants, so
the sun,
I think we're good for now.
Yeah, the sun's pretty small.
I saw this one thing real quick before I get back into it, where it says when you're a little kid and they tell you that your galaxy is going to crash into the Andromeda galaxy. Because have you heard of that before?
No.
Well, when I was a kid in elementary or whenever, they told us that our galaxy is gonna crash into the Andromeda galaxy. And in the video, the kid's just like freaking out. But it's gonna happen in like millions of years, and you're just freaking out because your galaxy is gonna crash into another galaxy.
You're like bracing for impact.
Yeah, bracing for. It was just funny. I wish I could find that video. I don't think I'll look for it, but if I find it, it'll be great. Yeah. But anyways, so Interstellar. Mm-hmm. So Earth is dying. Mm-hmm. And there's this equation that this scientist is working on and has been working on for years, that he can't solve it without some stats or information that you can get when you enter a black hole. And this equation will save Earth, but it can't be solved without the information, whatever information it is. I don't even think the word is information, but without whatever they need from entering the black hole. And when you enter the black hole, nothing gets out.
Yeah.
So
there's actually a paradox about that.
Really?
But yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you after.
So since they can't solve it, or I think the scientist told his last name's Miller, the main character, that I guess he solved it or something, that he's going to solve it in time, by the time they find a new place to live so they can move to the new planet. But he lied and he didn't really have the equation solved at all, like without that one thing. But anyways, later in the movie, I'm spoiling this for everyone that's listening. Just if you don't want to listen. But anyways, so the main character guy, I'm just going to skip to the end. He ends up going into a black hole because he just, like, to save his friend, like, he just let it happen with this robot that he was with.
Yeah.
And he just lets go because by letting his ship go from his friends, his friend would be saved and he would end up falling into the black hole.
Okay.
So he falls into the black hole. He's going in, like, everything's going crazy. And I forgot what happens, but he's like out of the plane. Oh, he like ejects from the plane. And it's crazy because he's like flying in the black hole, and out of nowhere he sees like a speck, and he falls into this like crazy like structure where there's a whole bunch of like just threads and just a crazy like structure built. And he's like in there, and then he like stops and he sees that it's memories. In a way, memories in a way.
Yeah.
But he's looking back through time, his own like experience through time with his daughter, which is a main part of the story, and he's able to move through time with gravity. Like, he's able to do things in the room of his daughter with gravity. Like, he's able to push the books off of the bookshelf and like he's trying to like communicate with her.
Yeah.
And the robot is also alive too. And he's like talking with the robot, and he's telling the robot to get the information from the black hole. And with that information, he Morse codes it on the watch he gave his daughter before he left to space. And then later, when his daughter grows up, she like works in the NASA place. After like this crazy like story, she ends up figuring out that it was her dad, because in the beginning of the movie things were happening and she thought it was a ghost.
Yeah.
And now at the end you find out it's her dad.
Oh, okay.
And she figures out on the watch is the equation from the black hole. And like she saves Earth because now she has the thing to solve the equation. They end up finding a place out, or building a place in space where they're able to live on and everything. And that was from the information he got from the black hole that he was able to send. So pretty much they thought that the guy, because he found the NASA place, or it's irrelevant, that part's irrelevant, but they thought he was the one who they called that they sent him to save Earth, but in reality it was the daughter that was going to save Earth, which she ended up doing because her dad put the information from the black hole on the watch, and that she was able to Morse code off or understand from Morse code because that's how he did it. And yeah.
So,
But it's really interesting and a really cool movie that I just spoiled for everyone. But I recommend to watch it because it's really great. It's a really good movie. Yeah.
space is like so. There's like so much we don't understand about it.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. So I was gonna tell you about the black holes. So
Okay.
there's this law or thing or rule that information can't be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like you said, black holes, they suck in all this stuff and they destroy information, which is a paradox.
Oh, shoot.
Information can't be destroyed. And they say it's destroyed because when it sucks it in, it like releases these particles, but they're all the same. So like the example they used, if you get a letter, you burn it and it like goes into different pieces and ashes. You can still get information from like those ashes. Like it'll be really, really hard to like piece it back together, but you can like kind of get like the main idea of what it said or what it was about. Black holes, they suck in all this information, and when they let it back out, it's all the same. So like you have no idea
what it was.
Like
it's just the same particles coming out.
Yeah, it's the same thing coming out of it. So it's information, but it's not really information because it releases it all the same. But this is the interesting part. They have found somewhat a way to read these particles and kind of understand what they are or what they mean.
Oh, shoot.
Which brings us into our next point, unless you wanted to say something.
No, go ahead.
It kind of proves parallel worlds. Because a black hole takes in all this information, right? And if you study those particles, they can like, it's not really the particles it emits, but there's like an invisible shell, I don't know how to call it, which has like the original information it took in. So if you look at it, it's like you can know about stuff that happened way long ago or events that occurred somewhere else or everything. And they use this to like back the idea that parallel worlds or the multiverse exists. Yeah, which is the next topic we're getting into, parallel worlds. So the theory is, well, you heard it, no? That in the atomic level, protons and neutrons, they're not really in one spot. Like your phone.
Oh, yeah.
You put it on the table, that's the only place it's going to be.
Yeah.
Protons and neutrons, they're like in constant movement.
Yeah.
So there's not one place where they're going to be. They're just like different parts at the same time. So a scientist said, well, if these particles, these atomic particles are moving all at the same time, we're made up of all this stuff. So why is it that we're the only thing that can happen? You know? So like the outcomes that could happen, like right now, we're recording, right? We're making a podcast. But there could be other possibilities we could have done. We could have chosen not to record. We could have something could have happened which would have not permitted us to record. All these outcomes could have happened. And they did happen. But in a different world. Yeah. In a different universe. Because atoms or matter is constantly in motion.
Yeah.
But what we see is the only thing that is actually happening
for us. Because we're able to see it and experience it.
Yeah.
But those other ones, atoms and particles that are moving and we can't see, that's not what's happening for us because we can't see them.
But they happened.
But they're happening somewhere else.
Yeah.
For another universe.
For another you or another me.
Yeah.
So that's what scientists used to say, that parallel worlds exist. It's not proven. It's a
Mhm.
theory. They're still investigating it, but like more and more, they're like starting to believe it could be an actual possibility. And I also told you about the example of a deck of cards.
Oh yeah.
If you get a deck of cards and you shuffle it, you can only shuffle it so many times until eventually you will get like the same order you started with.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing with matter. Since it's in constant movement, it can only move like in so many ways that eventually it'll be the same again.
Yeah.
So like that's another thing that like backs this theory. Matter at some point it moves in the same way, that there's another you or another world where you exist, maybe just a little different, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the video I saw is like you could be doing the same thing right now, but maybe with a different shirt or different shoes or different pants or something, since this matter is always in movement.
Yeah.
But like I said, you only know what's happening because you see it.
Yeah.
And then thinking about it now, it's like kind of what you said.
I was thinking about that right now.
You wanna go into it?
Okay, so I think about this not all the time, but I've thought about this quite a bit. Where, okay, they say there's an infinite amount of universes.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's an infinite amount, that means there's a universe where they're behind in time, like 0.001 seconds, we can say. So they're only delayed a little bit, and it just infinitely, like, it goes to 1 second, 2 seconds, or 0.0001, 0.002, and just like an infinite amount of those from forward in time, from backwards in time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you move to the next column where I'm wearing a different shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that's the only difference. And now there's an infinite amount of those, that same universe, but the time, the same thing in time. So it's just timeline. Like, it's just
or maybe that like 0.00 second, something happened which changed that outcome.
Oh yeah, and then there's more.
Yeah,
and it's just the tree of life.
Yeah. And then the other thing you said about sound. That's what like when I said the tree falling, but nobody hears it.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll tell that
because I was saying how you only what's happening is what you see, because it's the only thing.
Okay.
You're seeing,
okay.
So it's
right.
what's happening.
All right. So I heard this before. Maybe some of you guys have heard it. So let's say a tree falls in the middle of the forest and there's no one close by to hear it. Was there even a sound if there's no one to hear it? Did it even make a sound? And we're talking about this because so sound and seeing is an experience of us, of humans. Sound is an experience we experience as humans.
Yeah.
So so the tree falls, right? It's going to create an impact. It's going to create energy from the impact. So essentially something did happen, but sound is a human experience. So if there's no one there to hear it, did it even make a sound?
Yeah. So like, I guess a way to explain it, to see if they understand us, is when you drop something and you hear it, you hear the sound because you were there. Like sound moves through waves and particles. Those particles reach your ear and you register it and you hear the sound.
Yeah.
But if a tree drops in the middle of the forest, but nobody is there to hear it, where do those particles go? Like there wasn't an ear to register it. So that's why we're saying, was there even a sound?
Yeah.
Because nobody was there to pick up the sound.
Yeah, like what did it do? Like
what happened? Where did those particles go if nobody heard it? It's crazy.
I got like a quick little like crazy like feeling realization thing where like, hey, and I was like, oh shoot, that's why it made that sound. But oh my goodness.
I mean, it's kind of like the same thing with the parallel world. You only know what's happening to you because you're seeing it. You're observing what's happening, and that's what's real to you.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the sound thing, you know? You know the sound happened because you heard it. But if nobody's there to hear it, who's going to pick up those particles? Who's going to
like
pick up that sound?
So the energy was made from the drop because essentially, no, I'm not going to get into the science part because I could be completely wrong. But something did happen because, I mean, okay, so we heard it. So something happened.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that same thing happened, but no one was there to hear it. Something still happened, but we just didn't hear the sound. Like that, whatever happened, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
It's crazy. I don't know if you guys understand this. We probably sound like we're crazy, but
yeah,
we talked about it off camera, and like we understood each other. We're like, dude, so was there sound?
as long as you understand yourself, that's what matters.
Well, not for us because we kind of want the audience to understand.
Yeah. As long as you guys understand it to however you guys understand it, that's what matters. Yeah.
We're just trying to get you to see how crazy, you know.
Yeah. How crazy everything is.
How life is.
Life,
like
movies, Interstellar.
Like what you said, reality is only what you see.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Because like other things could be happening.
Yeah.
But you don't know.
Can't see
but
it.
You can't see it. So it's not reality for you, but it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Like which I guess it could back up the parallel world theory.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It could be real, but you don't see it. You don't experience it. So it's not reality for you, but it still could be happening. Or aliens, they could be real, but you don't see it. So it's not reality for you.
So I want to make this point. So have you seen Aquaman?
The first one?
The first one,
There's
yeah,
only
whichever.
one, right?
Where they go in the water,
Uh-huh.
and then once it's dark, they're able to like switch how they see things, so they see the ocean as light, and they can see everything. Have you seen that part?
I forgot, honestly.
So they're like swimming in the ocean, and they kind of like switch their like vision where they're able to see like the coral and everything as like light sources, and they're like radiating light, and they can see everything so clearly. Okay, so what I'm getting at is, what if like, okay, so I'm seeing everything as how I'm seeing it, the colors, but what if there's like another switch that can happen where I'm able to now see all the bacteria on your body and just like everything else, like like just from the light that is being, because essentially what we're seeing is light.
Yeah.
Like black is just an absence of it's absorbing. No, it's absorbing light. So it's black. That's how I understand it.
Yeah.
And then green is the color that the light that it's like that plant that's green right there. Green is the color that it's pushing out, or I don't know how to. I don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
And this is just like the spectrum of light that we're able to see. Now there's a whole bunch of different other lights, like UV light, gamma rays, and X-rays. And what if you can see it, or like you're able to see it if you're able to see it, but since we're not able to see it, we can't. Like we just know it's real.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Or you know, I was thinking of like colorblind people.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're probably just not able to see the full spectrum of lights.
Or what if they are? And we're the ones that aren't. Because you remember, well, reality is what you see. So we see like this and we think that's how it should be. I don't know.
But since there's so many people that see the same color, I would say they're not able to.
True.
Yeah.
True. I don't know. But space is crazy, man.
Yeah. Dude, like that one time where I bought some shoes that I thought were black and yellow. And like I bought them, like looking at the shoes. I just remember knowing that I was looking at the top of the shoe and I was thinking like, that's a weird shade of black. Like it's like an off black or something like that. Like I just remember thinking that, but
was
pretty
this
much
in person or online?
Online.
Okay.
And I kept looking at it. Like I saw the shoe many of times before I bought them. And I just saw that The top of the shoe looked like a weird black, but I was
Mhm.
like, it's black and yellow.
Yeah.
And they were really cool. There's some Dr. Martens. And after I bought them, I look at it and it's green on top. Like green, like just forest green. Like maybe you can see it as black to a certain degree, but it's like literally
It's green.
dark green.
Yeah.
Like it's not even dark green. It's like forest green. And I was just like, how did I not see that? Like, how did I not see that it was forest green? And I
Yeah.
saw the picture plenty of times.
Yeah.
And then I bought them. And then after I bought them, like just a couple days maybe, they're forest green. But I bought them thinking they were all black and then some yellow. So like, how does that work? Do I like switch out of color blindness or
I think
what?
maybe your phone has problems in the color grading on your phone.
Ooh, I got the chills. But I don't know. Like that one thing with my left eye and my right eye, where
Oh
the
yeah.
colors from my left eye are more vibrant. Like that yellow and that blue from my left eye are more vibrant, and it looks really cool. And then my right eye, it's like more dimmish, and I wouldn't see that if I wouldn't have seen the color more vibrant from my left. Yeah, I got cataract on my left eye, if you guys didn't know. And I said I got cataract from my left eye, right? I said that so wrong. I got cataract surgery on my left eye. And after, like I was looking through my left eye after like this whole surgery and anesthesia happened. I woke up and I was looking through my left eye and everything was like super vibrant, and I kept like closing my right eye and like looking. Yeah, it was really cool. I thought it's really cool. I don't do that anymore, but like right now, since I'm explaining, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The conclusion is space is crazy,
Yeah, and light and eyes.
and somehow we still
Yeah.
and somehow we still know more about space than the ocean,
Yeah.
which is even crazier.
I think the ocean is cool.
I still think it's scary. But anyways, well, is there anything else you wanted to say?
No, that's pretty
No?
much it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know,
Good
guys.
talk today.
Yeah. Do you guys think there's life out there? Do you guys believe in aliens? And it doesn't have to be the green, weird-looking things you always see.
Mhm.
It could simply just be life, like other people, like Ace said, maybe like Guardians of the
Guardians
Galaxy.
of the yeah.
Just people who look a little bit more different than us, but are essentially still people.
Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking about this. If aliens come to Earth and they are able to speak to us, that means that they've been studying us and they know our language and know how we talk,
Mm-hmm.
which is scary.
Yeah.
We could be being observed right now without knowing it. And
they're
then when
like-
they come, they just know everything about us.
Yeah. That's crazy. Or they're living amongst us right now, and we
Yeah.
like see them on the daily, but they're just like living amongst us.
I think Daniel's an alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's too weird, bro.
It's too crazy.
Yeah.
Daniel, dude. God.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it, no?
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us on this talk today. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you guys had an interesting thinking process
Yeah.
as you guys were listening. We hope you guys liked it. I thought it was a pretty cool episode. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I really hope you guys understand the sound thing, because like that really like shocked me when I thought about
Oh,
it.
okay.
But anyways, yeah. Keep
Yeah.
going.
But yeah, see you guys later. We hope you guys have a good winter. We hope you guys do great activities. I'm just saying things at this point. Yeah, see you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.